When a provider discovers material misrepresentation, they may consider the policy void since its inception, which is called, in legal terms, void ab initio. Misrepresentation means providing false information, whether intentionally or by accident. In insurance, it usually takes the form of incorrect information on an insurance application or a failure to report important changes to one's insurance provider. There are two categories of misrepresentation: innocent and willful. Innocent misrepresentation is when someone provides incorrect information that they genuinely think is correct. You might call this a mistake. Willful misrepresentation is providing false information on purpose. You might call this lying. There are several reasons that someone might want to lie to an insurance provider: lower premiums, better coverage, or getting coverage that they normally wouldn't qualify for. But there are consequences for insurance misrepresentation, whether willful or innocent. Let us consider an example. Imagine a homeowner. Let's call him Roger. Roger recently finished his basement and he's renting it out as a separate suite. It's also home insurance renewal time and he's shopping for a new policy. During an online insurance quote, he's asked if he rents any parts of his home out to others. First, he says yes. The truth, but this makes the price go up. Wanting cheaper insurance, Roger instead answers no. A misrepresentation that results in a lower price. Theoretically, Roger could get away with this. He's buying a policy online, and no one from the insurance provider will be looking inside his house. But what if he has to make a claim? It's far more likely that someone pays him a visit in that case and might uncover his little foray into misrepresentation. They'd almost certainly deny his claim, but they'd probably rescind his policy too. More on that in a moment. For Roger, problem number one is that it's not worth having an insurance policy that he can't use to make claims. That's kind of the point of having insurance. Problem number two is that this type of thing is premeditated insurance fraud, which is a crime. Actually, that should have been problem number one. Anyway, not all misrepresentation is nefarious or criminal or even important. Misrepresentation of a fact that the insurance provider does consider important is called material misrepresentation. Material misrepresentation is when false information is of the type that an insurer needs to accurately assess the insured property and charge the correct rate. Taking our previous example, the occupancy of a home is very much a material fact. There's a difference in risk between a single-family home and a home with a rental suite. Rental suites add more plumbing fixtures, kitchens, and people to a home, which increases the risk of something going wrong. And that's why insurers usually charge more to insure them. Really, any information on an insurance application is material information. They wouldn't be asking it otherwise. It's just that inconsequential mistakes aren't worth losing a customer over. The spelling of your middle name isn't a risk factor. So while accidentally misspelling your name is technically misrepresentation, an insurance provider wouldn't lose much sleep over it. But what would they do? Insurance providers have options when they discover that one of their customers has misrepresented something. What they do depends on the nature of that misrepresentation. Option one, do nothing. If the issue is something small, like an honest mistake, they can simply ignore it and treat the policy as valid, though they would probably fix the mistake. Option two, cancel the policy. Every insurance policy has terms that let the insurance provider cancel it under certain conditions. Misrepresentation is one of those conditions. They would send the policyholder an official notice that their insurance coverage will end on a certain day. And finally, in the most serious of cases, they can rescind the policy. When a provider discovers material misrepresentation, they may consider the policy void since its inception, which is called, in legal terms, void ab initio. Aside from sounding like a witch's curse, it means the individual never had coverage from the policy. Basically, since the insurance coverage was premised on false info, it was invalid from the beginning. Now, canceling or voiding a policy are extreme options, so insurance providers only use those options when they really have to. And now you know all about misrepresentation in insurance. For a quote on your home or car insurance, just click the link on the screen or visit squareone.ca. And don't forget to subscribe for new videos. Thank you for watching, and I hope you found this helpful. When a provider discovers material I'll tell you. Just click on link on the screen.